Once again. That glitch. That glitch. That glitch. Okay, should be good. Welcome. Okay. What I want to do here, I can't get this off my mind, this area. I really want to, well, I need to figure out I need to look up here for a second and see exactly what we have going on, because I don't really remember when I look back on the build. Okay, so back here is what? Just more mine shaft? See, that's the, yeah, that's the build. This is like a lot of area that I didn't explore, which is kind of neat to know that I have this in the future. There's all the lapis. Well, I should say all the lapis, but there's plenty of lapis. Oh, hi. I do. Get revenge for the hell I've bound his brothers to. Oh, man. Ow. Oh, man. No, 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 no. Hey, that's cheating. Can I get around this? No, here you go. He just keeps on jumping into the web. Okay. Anyways, I didn't come here to do this. I didn't come here to do this. I just decided, man, this is my nature. Being sidetracked is like my natural state of being. So let's not get sidetracked. Right? Is this where I came from? Yes. Okay. Wait. What the jazz? No, it's not. See? This sucks. No, maybe. Yes. Yeah. Yes. This is it. Okay. Jeez. Has to be it, right? Okay. There, good. Now, the reason I did that is to know what's on the other side of this wall, because I know if I go here, like my grinder is like right there, so I know, yeah, it ends somewhere over here, so it's not a big deal if I start carving this out. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start carving this area out and more into the ceiling and really dome it out, and I just may change this up to be more detailed, because if I carve out more space, I could make a bigger pedestal and I can actually make it more claw-like. And I had something on my mind too. I wanted to see if I did this, if it kind of made it more sleek on the end. I don't know. Anyway, okay, we'll fix that in a second. I have plenty of stone inside. So alright, so I'm going to carve this out and then we'll start building, and I'll see, we can get this. How much of this can we get? We can get a lot. Okay, it's going to be some grind work, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind away, and then I will bring you back, of course, when there's more room to work. Okay, BRB. Well, well, what a mess. Took a minute to get all this done. As you can see, my main grinding pickaxe is almost gone. And I checked to see how much it would cost to fix it fully. It would cost 3 diamonds. So I'm not going to sweat fixing it, even though I like the enchantments. I'm going to risk getting a new one. Just because, let's see here, I haven't really been standing in the right chamber. 50, so I was in a kind of a good spot up there because this has grown but slowly. But what I'm going to do is get these smelting, of course. I always want my cobblestone smelting. I'll turn it back into cobblestone if that's what I need. I can always make or find more coal, right? That one's almost done. We'll do this. How close is that? Yeah, it's got a minute. But anyway, okay, so I think before we move forward, what I'm going to do is get a backup pickaxe ready. And then I think the first step though will be to seal off some areas and pretty up some of these others. This right here, that is the vein. That's where the guys drop. Like if I open that up, I'll see skeleton heads. So that's where they drop. Boom. Before I smack them or hit them with a potion. So, man, is it looking rough in here? It's rough. But this will be all nice and refined. And we might make it purposefully rough. But this is going to change because, as you can see now with all this room, this looks small and insignificant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the armor, tear it all down, and move that holy armor. Move this armor, tear it all down, and we're going to build something bigger. Something that actually looks more like a hand. I haven't decided if it's going to look like a dragon's hand or a warrior's hand yet, but yeah, let me AFK for a minute and get these skeletons accumulating, and then we'll splash them, make a new pick, and move from there. See you in a minute. Alright, let's grab a splash potion and do the deed here. Yeah, someday all this experience will get old, right? Someday it'll bore me, maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, level 30. Awesome. Done yet? Come on. That's all I wanted. Okay. Trash. Trash. That's... Whoa. Okay, boom. Man, I got a lot that time. More than usual. Right, arrows are still good. I'm still keeping arrows until this is full, and then I'll probably start discarding them after that. So here, good. Okay, now let's make our new pickaxe. I think we're going to stick with the trusty number 7. It seems to work for us pretty well. Well, it's hit or miss, isn't it? But still. Okay, here we go. Pickaxe. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that looks like it's a little basic, but... Awesome! Wow. Yeah, that's good. Jeez. That's like this one plus fortune. So it's better. Okay. Sweet. Alright, let's do the deed of tearing this sucker down. So when you... Is that a... How much did I just get? I got 2. Is that a feature of glowstone where it takes 4 to make it, but you only get 2 back sometimes? That sucks. So you better be sure where you want it, or have a... Or light going to the nether, one or the other. Wow. So I missed out on 2. Okay. So yeah, so I know I dedicated a whole episode to building this thing, but rebuilds are a part of Minecraft too, so bear with me, because we need to get... Whoops. This has to be right. It has to be right. Okay, light up the floor just for your sake, so the video's not too dark. Is that high enough is the deal. Plus, this hasn't been really taken out yet. I can't. Oop, there it was. It's gotta be a point. Anyway. Okay. Now, center of the room. Center-ish. Doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be... I'm not asking for perfection. And, oh, also, I can do it wide. Like this way. Just because we walk into the room doesn't mean I have to walk straight up the staircase, you know? I can do it this way, too. It's interesting. Yeah, when I dug it out, I kind of left a loft up there, not purposefully, but now that it's there, it can be used for something else. I don't know what yet, but it's space. It's utilizable space. Usable space. Okay. Alright, so how are we going to do this now? Okay. Cutting to think. Thinking takes too long sometimes, so I'm going to cut, think, and then I'll be back. Alright, I've come up with an idea, and this will work on sizable builds or statue-like builds in the future. And that is to use dirt as like a molding, as a framework, and then change the dirt out for chosen blocks, right? So this way I can get my shape, I can dig it around really easily with this shovel. So let's first, I think what I want to do is, I really like the idea of a human hand, but open palm. But anyways, what I think what I'm aiming at is like 5. It's still okay. 3, 4, 5. Oops. And I want to have it so that there's like a tendon, you know, like that wrist tendon that we all have, up in the on the underside of your, you know, the front of your wrist. Kind of want that worked into here. Kind of like the, yeah, this. That's gonna be the hand tendon. I mean, still is 5 by anything. Is that gonna give it? Is that really gonna give a real hand justice? I don't know. And then, yeah, obviously there's going to be some rounding and slight rounding, shaping. Okay, just start with the block, and kind of like a big piece of granite or ivory, we sculpt it from the block, right? That's the idea, anyways. Okay. So, ooh. Yeah. So, if I can kind of, how would we do this? No. Okay. And this would kind of be like base. Oh god, dang it. Yeah. Okay, anyway. This is gonna be our parkour scaffolding. So, say they were right-handed. Open palm, like this. The thumb would be over here. Okay, so thumb, slightly angled thumb or not? I'm telling you, like, everything Like, if you want any kind of curvature in this game, it needs to all be... It needs to be huge. A lot bigger than 5 wide. I mean, this room almost doesn't know justice. The stuff I'm thinking in my mind. Yeah, my thumb doesn't bend like that. I don't know about yours, but that'd be like an alien thumb. Alright. No alien thumbs. I don't know. I don't know. Do I have fencing on me? Alright, so... What am I thinking so far? If anything, it's gonna be a much grander pedestal. But I really want it to have some fingers and whatnot to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 here, kind of off to the edge. Yeah, I know I'm not using shift, but kind of kicking it old school on my reach around here. So oh, damn it. Ouch. Might not brought enough food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yet. Okay. This is looking a little weird. Big old wide palm. And then I need 2 more fingers here and here. I would space them out, yeah. Problem is, like, what I was thinking in my head versus the reality of building on Minecraft is that fingers together, it's seamless, you know? I would actually have to have different colored fingers, which isn't a bad idea, actually. To have like different ores or something. I don't have silk touch, but I can make blocks of things. But anyways, have different ores, like 4 different fingers, 5 different lapis, whatever the first finger could be. Let's see, gold, redstone, iron, diamond. Is that all? Those are the only choices I have, right? Coal blocks. Ooh. Yeah, let's think about that. Okay, be right back. Okay, I hate to say it, but I gave up on the claw. There's just not enough space. Doing a big overbuild hand, mega build hand in Minecraft just requires, I don't know, 32 by 32 at least, 16 or maybe 16 by 16. I don't know, but I didn't have enough space to do it here and do it well, so. We are just, what I did is form a, kind of like a, just a circular-ish area with, what do I call these? Whatever they're called. Not called pedestals. They could be, though. But anyways, pillars, thank you. Pillars with glowstone on the top, a little bit of nether brick here, blue stained glass, more glowstone. Have yet to put the great armor back into place, but that kind of gives us a foundation for the room where we can build up around it as far as making it a nice ceiling. But I think I'm going to save that for the future because the whole not being able to get that hand done is kind of giving me the blahs on this build for right now, which I'll have to come back to it. You know, I'll have to get re-inspired. But for now, let's move the chest. I'm going to unload some of these building blocks, just to kind of get my mind in a different phase. Alright, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Alright, Spartus, your holy armor has been moved to a secure location. We can pretend in our minds that these are magically protected pillars. Or this is it's a magic circle, right? Like Stonehenge, or maybe something you know, the witches of the past would have used to protect the inner circle. So in here, you're magically protected, or at least the chest is, and only the holiest of warriors have access to this armor. So you walk in, you see it, you can access it from any side. Doesn't look half bad. It's alright. Okay. Alright, get this thing out of my face for right now. We'll come back to it. Anyway, I have some potatoes cooking. I'm starving. What I should do is start a couple farms down here, because I'm going to run out of melon soon, and I'm going to, so maybe that can be back here, through this area maybe. What do we have? A bunch of oh god, yep, it's gonna hit me in the face. There we go. Get this fencing out of the way so I don't have to, it's not on my mind. Just see it in its little spindliness up here. Okay, I don't want any creepers spawning there. Let's see, that's a dead end, I know it is. So, I don't really want a garden connected to this chamber. This should be treated like kind of like a final chamber. It's not just like a stop along the way, right? So what if we do this? That's all part of the complex. What if we do this here? Closer to, I mean, these are the branch vines, right? But the ones I've already dug out, I'm kind of done with. So what if I went here? I use this as a just a farm for like my potion stuff and some, you know, food, because whenever you're building, the appetite just goes up and up. So I should really, so that's where the lava stars is, right there. You got it. Ah, see, crap. Yeah. Where did I? Okay, here's a better spot. So yeah, I need to have at least, well, melons growing. I'll grow some carrots down here, and I'll grow some netherwart, so that I can, perpetuate my potions as I need them. Not that I'm not going to run out anytime soon, but I am actually down to what, a few melons, so 4 melons, which would only do 12 potions. So yeah, I like to have enough to where I know I can put 20 plus potions together at a time if I need to. When's this thing gonna break? Hopefully it'll hold on for another, I don't know, 200 blocks. That'd be nice. Okay, of course I put all my dirt down. Okay, that should be a decent room, I think, or a decent area right here. Maybe 2 more blocks in. Alright. Lights on the walls. Somewhere in the middle. Good. Alright, that's going to be the room. Now let's go grab dirt and the basics for getting this done. The last thing I'm trying to do is do it like be like a mole, do the mole hole thing. I'm really, you know, there are going to be plenty of above ground structures. I just want to have supplies down here. I'll keep those. Plant these. Plant some of these. Here. Oops. 22 and 22. And then I'll plant all the carrots. I forgot what golden carrots do, but they're important. And then dirt 64. I don't know how much dirt I need. Let's cook all the cobblestone. Per usual. Get that all in there. Alright, gravel. Get a couple buckets of water. And we should be good to go. Oh, no, we need a hoe. Need a hoe. Let's just do wood. I don't care if it breaks. I'm not trying to keep it around. I'm just trying to get a quick garden done. Alright. Right through here. Do this. Here's a question. Do I want it raised? I don't really care. That's fine. Okay, it can be raised. Yep, that's fine. And then, yeah, no, we'll just use the fact that water reaches 4 blocks away. We'll just use that property as a way to manage this. Okay, wait, let me think about this. Should probably, I'll make that a water chamber, and then I'll give it an inner aisle to walk down, right? I mean, I don't need that many crops. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be here all the time, but when I am here and I'm building, I want the ability to replenish at will, right? Yeah, let's do, get back here. No, bad, inefficient. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Oops. First of all, let's do this. Alright, and then we can, no, actually let's leave that there and keep working this infinite water source. Where else do I want it? Well, I guess I could just start doing this. Pay attention to what's not saturating, right? Okay, obviously that's all saturating because this water's running down the line. So, it doesn't really count right here. So let's do this. Do one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we'll do one. Right? And then 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's gonna be good, right? Just do that, and then we'll do this. Why are you? That's what I want. Okay, good. So let's see how things start to. They should be good. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to use this as a walkway. I'm going to use it as a soul sand spot. Right, and then I don't have to use all that soul sand. I mean, how much of this do I really need? Stuff grows so fast. Right, and then these melon seeds, one can go 1, 2, 3, 4. One can go here, and one can go here. That's fine. And then the rest, and then carrots can go on this row, like a main food source. Oh, and guess what? I have plenty of bones. I should set it up to where I step on a platform and it dispenses a bunch of bone meal and power grows everything. I really should do that. But for now, let's do this. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's go max out the carrots. And can't really force melons to grow, can we? But we can definitely mature their vines, right? So I don't have any slabs on me. Okay, well we'll make that work. Okay, that's mature. Mature. Thank you, carrots, for being awesome. And then max them out again. Carrots are an awesome food on here just because they're I don't know about their saturation, but they do like 2 bars of hunger. You don't have to cook them. I don't know. They grow pretty fast. All that stuff. Can't complain about the carrot whatsoever. Though at one point we are going to want to have like pumpkin pie, maybe. Look at this. Talk about exponentiation. That filled up quickly, didn't it? I mean, melons don't really need to be all that, do they? Because... Am I getting one yet? No. No. Nope. Okay. But, really, what? 2 melons... Doesn't matter. I have enough to make more potions. And by the time those mature... I can turn them into seeds, multiply them. I mean, by the time they all mature, we will be sitting pretty on melons. So I'm not going to try to go... Well, I'll go down the line. We'll see how that works. But I think carrots, if we keep them on this side of the... Keep carrots on this side of the... Wow, 62 already? Really? Keep them on this side of the netherwart. I think we're going to be just fine. Oh, hey, there. Check it out. Of course he went this way. There, see? Already. So boom. 7 seeds. Psh, not a problem. So if I go this way, it can go... There's room for both of them to grow. If I go here, it might smush that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. If I go here, if I go here... But I can also crisscross them like this. I might, you know, screw the netherwart. There's plenty of it here, right? Good. Might as well make everything mature. Okay, sweet. Well, that's ready to go. I got plenty of food now. Right? I can come down here anytime and just snack. And we might pretty this up and make it. But right now it's just something that's functional. It doesn't really do anything else but function. I'm not trying to make it an epic build. This is more of something that is just on the side, just ready to use whenever. Look at that. Look at that already. Stuff's crazy. All right. All right. So put the rest of this away. And netherwart, soul sand. Put those carrots back. Golden carrots, totally forget what you do. Probably some sort of resistance, I'm sure. But anyways, okay. This episode I think I'm going to cut here because there's really nothing else to do in it. I think in the next one my intention is to not work on this, but to work on a charcoal generator and start to do some stuff on the surface because, you know, being down here in this mine all the time is getting me making me a little antisocial. So we need to get up there, and even though it's night, and start messing around on the surface. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. Until next time, see ya.